He played the best three-string lead guitar solo I think I've ever heard.
Johnny Rotten didn't arrive to destroy music, he came to save it. When the world called him a menace, he was really its mirror. When critics said he had no talent, he proved that talent meant nothing without truth. Born John Lydon in working-class London, Rotten took every insult and turned it into armor. His sneer wasn't an act, it was survival. His rage wasn't fake, it was fuel. Behind that fury lived a music lover who didn't care about being cool, he cared about being real. He was drawn to the strange, the fearless, and the kind of sound that made polite society squirm. Rotten's greatest inspirations weren't the safe, chart-topping records of his day. They were the weird, rule-breaking albums that made no sense, and that's exactly why they mattered. One of them was Trout Mask Replica by Captain Beefheart.
I cannot go back to your frown land.
A record so bizarre it sounded like music learning to walk.
It was a damn good plot, it really was, and I like the character Leo very much. He's a swine.
To Rotten, that chaos was beautiful because it was free. It didn't ask for permission, and neither did he. From that album, he learned that art didn't need to be pretty, it just needed to be honest. Then came Tego Mago by Can, a hypnotic experiment from Germany that built songs out of endless repetition. 18-minute grooves, no choruses, no formulas, just pure energy. Rotten saw that music could be created through destruction, and that sometimes the best art came from jamming, not planning. That same experimental spirit later fueled his work with Public Image Limited, where repetition became rebellion. Another revelation came from The Silent Corner and The Empty Stage by Peter Hamel. Raw, emotional violence disguised as art rock. Hamel sang like a man coming apart, no safety nets, no filters. That vulnerability struck Rotten deeply.
But he was one of my best mates, and that's how I can say that, because I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It taught him that emotion itself was punk, that to be truly brave was to be completely exposed. Tim Buckley's Star Sailor broke every rule too. With wild, wordless vocals and chaotic jazz backing, it was commercial suicide, and Rotten loved it for that. It showed him that artistic honesty often means risking everything. Meanwhile, the relentless rhythms of New proved to Rotten that simplicity could be power, two musicians making more noise than entire bands, driving forward like a machine. But perhaps the biggest surprise? Reggae. King Tubby meets rockers. Uptown turned sound itself into rebellion. Stripped down dub beats, echo, and reverb, it wasn't about what was added, but what was removed. Rotten learned that silence could be louder than noise, and that punk and reggae were born from the same fight, the fight to be heard. And finally, Pawn Hearts by Van der Graaf Generator, the album that terrified and inspired him most. It was long, strange, and uncompromising. It demanded effort, emotion, and fought everything pop music avoided. From it, Rotten learned his most important lesson: never make it easy, never compromise, and never apologize for truth. These 7 albums didn't just influence Johnny Rotten, they built him. They taught him to shout, to provoke, to refuse comfort. And maybe, just maybe, they remind us that real music isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. This is StarLoop News, where we dive deep into the legends who changed everything. If you believe in music that dares to tell the truth, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because the revolution still has a soundtrack.